Hello again. So, in the hunt to find things that increase BDNF, I recently came across some research that, while it's still mixed, suggests yet another thing that increases BDNF. However, I do not think it's a good idea, this particular mode of treatment. ECT is making a resurgence, especially in the West. And if you're not familiar, ECT is electroconvulsive therapy. If you're still not familiar, just think of Jack Nicholson in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, where ECT is used as a form of treatment in a psych unit. So it's been around a long time. Supposedly, it has been revamped and changed. In my looking into such, that is not true. It is very much the same, though now when you are given a shock, which ultimately the goal is to induce a generalized seizure that more or less causes brain damage, thus increasing BDNF as a result, because the brain is trying to respond and protect and heal the damaged neurons. You are given an anesthetic so that you cannot feel what's happening, and you're also given a muscle relaxant so that you cannot move and break bones, tear muscles, as was the case previously. And there is a euphoria that happens as a result of the trauma to the brain, basically. And that is often used to show how, and to justify how this is helpful in treatment-resistant depression cases, particularly pharmaceutical resistant. I can't believe, honestly, that I have to even make the arguments that this is not a good thing. I honestly can't believe this is still out there. I mean, what's next? Going back to the days of lobotomy? Are we really this barbaric? Apparently so. And another problem I have with this is the fact that informed consent is not happening. I feel like regardless of what form of treatment, I mean, I do incredibly gentle treatments and in my office with homeopathy, with nutrition, and I still aim to practice true informed consent, where a certain percentage of people that I talk to, I would expect decide not to do what I do. And I feel like if I'm talking people out of what I do, then that's a sign that I'm closer to truly offering informed consent. Because it shouldn't be that everybody decides to do what your treatment is. That itself suggests that you're not really doing informed consent. I'm not saying everybody decides to do ECT, but in the presentation I recently went to, specifically for mental health professionals, the side effects were hardly touched upon, and especially the long-term side effects. And when I specifically asked about them, the person who was giving the presentation that I attended didn't have the information, and therefore probably shouldn't be the one informing people about this, or was flat out lying in that she'd never heard of memory deficits happening in her experience. And it's rampant. Nearly everyone I talk to, that's a pretty common side effect of ECT. So, increasing BDNF, yes, this is a goal we have, and those that follow this channel, it's of interest. But don't make the mistake of assuming just because something increases BDNF that it is necessarily a good thing. Thanks for tuning in. Audio.